Hello, everyone, and welcome to Angel Healing House, and welcome to Walk In Angel Ariel's weekly wisdom for this upcoming week of October the 9th through October the 15th. My name is Claire Candy Hoff, and my name is also Angel Ariel, as I had an angelic walk-in experience on January 11th of 2003, which I write about in my award-winning #1 Amazon international best-selling book, I Am an Angelic Walk-In, the autobiography of Angel Ariel. Welcome back to my loyal subscribers, my followers. It's so lovely to be in your energies once more, and thank you so much for liking and sharing and subscribing to the Claire Candy Hoff YouTube channel. And if you have found this channel for the very first time, let me share a little bit about myself through my full-time business, which I created almost 20 years ago in 2003. My business is Angel Healing House, healing practice. I'm a Reiki master teacher, having taught hundreds and hundreds of Reiki practitioners and master teachers around the globe. I'm also an intuitive, a psychic, a clairvoyant tarot card reader. I do past life clearings and ancestral healings, and of course the restorative, re-energizing, recharging Reiki energy sessions, and people can have them in my beautiful office here in Santa Monica, California, or through distant healing online. And now, speaking about my books, my first book, Angels of Faith, is based on my 2 near-death experiences. And this person wrote, Angels of Faith by Claire Candy Hoff is an amazing story of unconditional love, healing, comfort, and hope. A story for individuals of all ages. Through the eyes of a little girl named Faith, we are taken on a beautiful angelic journey. A story which unfolds to teach us that death is not to be feared, but to be embraced with joy. The author speaks from her very personal near-death experiences and shares her guidance, her wisdom, and angelic messages with those of us who are open to listening and hearing the flutter of angelic wings. And that review comes from Patricia Grace Joyce in the United States. Now, if you're interested in any of my books or booking any of my services, please do call Angel Healing House on 831-277-3716, and do remember that's Pacific Standard Time. Or you can always visit my website, which is angelhealinghouse.com. I'd like to send a very big thank you to all those who have made donations to my PayPal account for my free weekly content. And if you'd like to make a donation, I've left my PayPal link in the description box down below with all of my contact information. Well, happy October to everyone. And for me, that means only one thing. Happy birthday to me, happy birthday to me, happy birthday Claire Candy, Angel Ariel, happy birthday to me. You know, it never ceases to amaze me every time I hear someone say, I'd rather forget my birthday, or I never make a fuss about my birthday, as it draws attention to my age. I guess if one chooses a limiting view to see their age as any sort of determinant as to what they can do, what they can be, or to what they can have, then I guess I can see why many people do dread their birthdays. If one has been programmed to believe that with the advancing of someone's age, they will not be able to live their dreams, then this energetic limitation and lack of faith will be a self-fulfilling prophecy. For instance, maybe some people hate birthdays because with advancing age, they expect to physically deteriorate and get ill, or that their dreams have an expiration date and can only be experienced when they are young. This astounds me, as I have never equated the celebrating of my birthday with age at all. I choose to celebrate and get very excited about my divine, eternal existence. And my celebrations are not just relegated to my physical birth. For you see, I am celebrating the God essence of my divine eternal existence and how unique and special an energy that I am. And this does not make me superior, as this applies to each and every one of us, that we are divine. Now, having died twice with my 2 near-death experiences, and having had my angelic walk-in experience almost 20 years ago, I have had the good fortune to experience what it is like when we shed this physical human suit and we return to our true essence, and our true essence across the veil. And my channeled novel, One True Home Behind the Veil of Forgetfulness, which is the prequel to I'm an Angelic Walk-In, in that I share with readers a very detailed picture of what happens across the veil and what we do on the other side. In fact, did you know, just think about this. In fact, did you know that when we physically cross over, even though we shed our outer physical form, that out of the billions and the trillions of souls in heaven, other souls can very easily recognize who we are by our singular and distinctive energetic frequency that we hold. And there might be similar frequencies held by others, but there is no other matching frequency to ours in any space, in any time, in any dimension that holds our exact energetic frequency. We are all like snowflakes in that no 2 of us are exactly the same. And it is this singular energy, that is me, which I'm celebrating. Now, even though every one of us has this extraordinary, unique, divine, energetic essence, it's what we do with it, that determines whether we're going to be happy, joy-filled, excited, and passionate when our birthday comes around, or whether we choose to put our focus on what we haven't done yet, or what we don't have, or what we regret, or what we are resentful about. Well, either way, it is our perception and our choice of our energies of joy and fulfillment, or lack and scarcity, that will determine what we experience in our lives. My angelic family, the Posse of Angels, and I have a tradition here at Angel Healing House, and we've not broken this tradition for 11 years, in celebration of the amazing wonderment of the celebration of who we are. I'd like to read a poem by an extraordinary writer whose books contain great spiritual, great philosophical wisdom, and many adults are not familiar with this spiritual sage, as his wisdom is hidden in the form of children's books. From his book that is entitled Happy Birthday to You comes this wonderful poem by Dr. Zeus, filled with so much wisdom. And the poem goes like this. Today, you are you. That's truer than true. There's no one alive who is more youer than you. If we didn't have birthdays, you wouldn't be you. If you'd never been born, well, then what would you do? If you'd never been born, well, then what would you be? You might be a fish or a toad in a tree. You might be a doorknob or 3 baked potatoes. You might be a bag full of hard green tomatoes. Or worse than all that, you might be a wasn't. A wasn't has no fun at all. No, he doesn't. A wasn't just isn't. He just isn't present. But you are you. Now, isn't that pleasant? I'm lucky to be who I am. Thank goodness I'm not a clam or a ham or a dusty old jar of gooseberry jam. I am what I am. That's a great thing to be. If I say so myself, happy birthday to me. You know, everyone, it's not true that people stop pursuing their dreams because they grow old. They grow old because they stop pursuing their dreams. They stop believing in how beautiful, in how magnificent, and how powerful they truly are, no matter what their age. They stop believing that the magic of life comes from inside of us, and that it can be accessed and put into effect at any age, at any time. Not only do I believe that growing old is not mandatory, but that those who hold on to experiencing life through the eyes of a child will never grow up. And this intangible magic inside each and every one of us is so easily seen in young children, for they allow themselves the freedom to be who they are, to be open, and to see the world through their open eyes of imagination and their open eyes of wonderment and enchantment. They are fulfilled by living in the present moment and being connected to the world of imagination and the manifestation of dreams. And whether you're a Libran and having a birthday or not, well, the Posse of Angels want to share that this new month of October is going to be about change. This change will be greatly helped by the planet Mercury moving forward, which he did so on October the 2nd, allowing free movement of communication. And also the planet of death and rebirth, Pluto, which has been retrograde since April 29th, that went forward yesterday on October the 8th, bringing in a new cycle, a new chapter, and in many cases, a deep transformation in our lives. Well, today, we are experiencing a full moon in Aries. The fire of Aries is bringing to the surface what is still held deep inside that needs to be cleared. This fiery Aries energy will bring some powerful realizations to many in the collective and bring about aha moments when we realize that we're ready to release our responsibility for awakening others and allow them to walk their journey as they see fit. No longer focused on the healing of others and the planet, we do free ourselves to solely create a world of light in our realities, releasing any expectations, any control, and any attachments as to how and when this must happen for others. From now on, we are liberated and freed to create our new earth. So do have fun creating. Think to yourself, what would I love to create and bring forth in the world? And when I asked for additional messages for help in creating our new lives for our new earth, our wonderful transformative planet of light, the Posse of Angels suggested that I call upon Brian Froud's magical cards. For who better to help us with this curious and adventurous and wonderful sense of enchantment than the fairies? And lo and behold, the first card to appear was the Singer of Initiation. And this card's message is one of passage through trial to triumph. And at a very new level for so many of us. Each of us has reached a major, major transition in our lives between the old and the new. Now, there are many in the collective who've been tested. Just think about the last 2.5, 3 years. We've been tested beyond breaking point, with testing on many levels, physically, mentally, materially, emotionally, and spiritually, testing our faith in ourselves and testing our faith in God's Source Creator's plan. In fact, the Posse of Angels is saying that the more profound the changes, the more rigorous the tests have been for us. Now, receiving this card is a direct direct confirmation that many will have a breakthrough. You know, that 9 is keep going, you're almost there, with the potential of moving into a new realm of being. A test or our lessons learned are only complete when we can apply them to our lives. This card often heralds a period of success in our lives when we use our powers for a higher, more ethical level, not just for ourselves, but for the greatest good of all concerned on the planet, which is so often accompanied by a new level of responsibility for ourselves in the world. So this is the singer that's initiating that new way of being for many in the collective into the world as we head into October and these final months, which I see as a preparation for what will be occurring for many in 2023. The next card that came out from the Brian Froud's fairy cards, Oracle of the Fairies, is this one. Is the dance, a collective of pixies. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, which is a number 3 card. 3 is the card of creation and creating our new worlds. And it's also the number of collaborating and also the number of miracles. So its message is a willingness of joyful participation. And look at them dancing. I love that joy. They wish us to know that creating is not a duty or a chore. For if we see it in this way, then the energies that our creations will emit will be heavy and full of burden and obligation. Instead, fill your creations with a lightness and laughter, a skippy energy that dances and waltzes and encourages the flowers to grow. It encourages the breeze to gently tussle the leaves of a tree or make the dandelion thistles fly off into the air, not to mention a lightness that gets the fairies dancing. A merry approach with just perhaps a bit of silliness will help in the creation and open to other light-hearted pixies and fairies and angels and gnomes and unicorns and all manner of other elementals to come in and help collaborate and help and support your beautiful creations of light. So I love that. Thank you. Thank you so much, Pixies, for coming in and reminding us that we are creating not because we have to, but to bring joy and passion and excitability to those things that have been seeded in our soul. In my coming Angel Healing House Blog Talk Radio show, my weekly show, which by the way is in now in its 11th year. We're finishing up, we, meaning the posse of angels, my angelic family and myself, we're finishing up 11 years, about to go into our 12th year. And it airs every week on Thursdays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And yes, we bring forth the channel for about 20-25 minutes, but you can call in for a free mini angel reading. I've given away thousands upon thousands of mini angel readings in the past 11 years. And next week's program is entitled Create, Create, Create. And that's where we are rebuilding our planet at the moment. And you want to do it with that lightness. You want to do it with that sense of liberation and freedom and not a sense of duty and obligation. So when I went to my animal spirit cards, 2 decks, which I haven't gone to in a while, they had me choose this one. And this is 8, 9, 10, 11. This is a master number 11. Mastering ourselves, and this is Lizard Spirit with its message, dream the world into being. Well, if that's not about creation, I don't know what it is about. And allow yourself to be called by your imagination to dream and create something new. Dare to create something with your own singular, unique energy, your own special quality, unlike anyone else's in any space, time, and dimension. Each of us was born to stand out and be different, as each of us is authentic. And the Posse of Angels is reminding us that it really doesn't matter what we choose to create. What matters most is the energy that we create it with. Create with love, unbridled joy, excitement, enthusiasm, and passion. And that is precisely what you will draw back to yourself. So, thank you. Every time I see a lizard, it is reminding me to dream my dreams into reality and also taking inspired action towards them. So thank you, little lizard, for coming in. And the next animal card that came out kind of stuck with that. I call them the peanut butter and jelly cards, although I don't eat peanut butter and jelly, and I don't certainly put food on my cards, but these came out together, and 11 and 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, which is number 5, which is the number of change. Starfish spirit, open to infinite possibility. I love this card. Like the starfish opens its arms to the sun, open to the infinite possibilities which are inside of you, just waiting to come out and jump in the surf. When it comes to creating, stretch yourself past the limits that you thought were possible. Go past your comfort zone. Dream bigger than you ever allowed yourself to dream before, because you're worth everything to have your dreams come true. But it is we who must take those inspired steps to make them a reality. When we take inspired action to create our dreams, we are telling the universe that we have hope and faith, not only in ourselves, but in the divine God Source Creator's plan for us. And then we open to receive limitless, miraculous potentials to shine down on us. While you're creating, remind yourself that you are infinite potential. So thank you, Starfish, for coming in today as well. Let's go to our tarot cards, actually my tarot cards. And there I am on the back. And while I'm shuffling, I am so excited to say that my husband and I are finally finishing up a monumental project, which was started back in 2017, of my own creations. These designs are my designs. I worked with an artist to breathe life into them, and the 250-page tarot book that will be sold along with them, teaching people how to read tarot and basic tarot facts, the origins, the history of tarot, and hopefully, fingers crossed, that will be available for purchase, hopefully by the end of November. So we'll just have to keep everything crossed in order for that to come out. Well, it's going to come out when the divine timing is perfect for it to come out. So let's knock on the cards. Wakey cards. And what is coming out for us under this fiery, that one came out. This fiery full moon. Remember, put your crystals outside because they love bathing in the full moon. Full moon rituals, you can write out those things that you are finally ready to surrender and release and let go of, so that you can create space for the new to come in as we advance towards that new moon, towards the end of October. Let's see, what else? I just love going out and just staring at the full moon. It's just hypnotizing. I can tell you I don't sleep very well under a full moon, but anyway, it's one of those things that its energies affects me, but it's only for a day or two. So 333. Okay. What's coming out for all of us? That card there jumped out. So I'm going to take it. The first card that came out for us is the Temperance card. The Temperance card is telling us that we are going in, having gone through a time of, over the last 2 or 3 years, there was a time of recognizing what has transpired on our planet and coming to grips with that. But now we're moving into a time of more balance, where we will feel more liberated and more free in order to understand why we had to go through these things, what the lesson was, and come out the other side to rebuild and create our realities. And the rainbows in tarot are so often about wishes coming true. And that free flow of information and connections is coming in for us. Even my little mouse here. And this is Gabriel the mouse, and he appears in all of my 22 major arcana cards. He's even getting a nice shower there and balancing out his energies as well. So going into a time where we're going to feel more free and more liberated to be able to create our realities. Next card coming out for us is the Emperor card. The Emperor card is who's large and in charge, who's the boss. This is, look at the water that's flowing in these cards. I think we've hit a theme. And both of these cards are major arcana cards. And as I explained in my tarot book, the major arcana cards come up when there's life changes for us, not on not routine or daily things, but certainly the Emperor card meaning that many of us are going to be stepping into those roles where perhaps as mentors, as spiritual leaders, doing things to help others in a guise of, spreading our spiritual wisdom. But it does feel like stepping up and allowing ourselves to be an authority in our field, that we, this is hard won for our diligence and our efforts, and finally to be seen in this Emperor role. So let's see if we get more water coming in through water. Look at this card. We got another beautiful card here, the Nine of Cups. This is wishes coming true. We've got 2 cards. Woohoo! We've got 2 cards with wishes. The rainbow is about wishes coming through. And now we have the genie coming in. Your wish is my command. And we read from the fairies today. And look at all those fairies dancing. They're dancing with joy. Create, create, create. Create with joy. Create with excitability. Don't put your focus on the world that is being dismantled, that was built on corruption and lies and deception. If you want to see a different world, then each and every one of us must create it. And that's where the Nine of Cups comes in. Your wish is my command. And that's what the universe can only send us what we show the universe that we are going to focus on, and we believe in our hearts. So I love that card came out for us. It does feel with this full moon, it's like opening up and liberating us to be free, to be able to create that which we love doing, which is in something which you don't have to figure out. It's something that you love doing. It's seated in your soul already. When we are doing this and creating this, it's going to create a stable, strong foundation, a stability for us. This is a long-term prosperity for us. Out of all of the nights in the tarot. Uh, they all have at least one hoof off the ground. I think my page of cups has one hoof off the ground. It is running, and my page of wands. My knight of wands. My Knight of Wands and my Knight of Swords. They have, my Knight of Swords might have all four hooves on the ground. He's so excited about dashing forward. But the Knight of Pentacles is that grounded into the material world, the prosperity, the riches, and the abundance that is going to be coming in as a result. So no get-rich-quick schemes there, just grounded, very grounded material wealth and connections and things to move our projects forward and really, really, really get us excited. The next card is coming out for us is the Nine of Pentacles, another Pentacles card, which is the card of independence. This feeling, and independence, that feeling of independence comes with liberation and feeling free to create our worlds as we see fit with our own sense of fingerprints. And the Nine of Pentacles is usually associated with independence, but I call it living a luxurious life. Now, a luxurious life is different for everyone, but a life in which your needs are met and you have creative freedom, and you have such a beautiful ease and grace and flow in your life. And that is this time that we're in, this time of liberation and freedom. And under the deck, they wanted me to look under the deck, and the Star card is there. We have three. I can't believe this. We have 3 cards of wishes coming true. The Star card is a healing card, very, very healing card. The Star card is about wishing upon a star. It also is a card of being in the spotlight as an authority, as somebody who others look up to for mentorship or leadership and all of those things. So this is a very auspicious reading with those references to the water, to things flowing and being freed up for us, and also 3 cards of our wishes coming through in very stable, grounded ways with that Knight of Pentacles. All right, let's finish off with postcards from Spirit, and this one came out. On the back, it says, perfect for celebrating birthdays or celebrating anything else you want to celebrate. Celebrate life. Dearest you, you have a unique purpose, a destiny that only you can fulfill. I just said that. You are so different and so singular in any space, time, and dimension. No one is like you. But first you need to know that destiny isn't about a destination. You don't arrive at some special place where, poof, you're perfect and happy all the time. It's about establishing and firming up a commitment to a certain experience, whatever form that takes. Your beautiful soul now knows what you need to experience in this lifetime. Your destiny is to be present at all times and to all of life's adventures, to discover your talents and your full potential through allowing inspiration. The Posse of Angels and I always talk about if you feel it, take inspired action forward to lead you and to risk standing apart from the crowd by listening to your soul. You are special as much as you are also paradoxically one with the world. Individual, yet you are part of the whole. Both truths have led you to this moment where we are saying you are on the right track. Even if your ego self doesn't see that, please listen to your soul. Check in with Spirit and keep going. Spirit loves you. Life loves you. And we love you. Isn't that beautiful? I don't know if you heard that, but I got an email that just came in and said, bing, which confirms how much Spirit loves you. We're going to our ending, which is making magic cards, and see what comes out for us. I hope everybody's enjoying this change of seasons here in Southern California. We don't get the huge changes of seasons, but it has gotten a little bit cooler. I don't look like I'm dressed for cooler weather, but I actually wore a jacket out to dinner last night, which was very nice. And thinking about changing my wardrobe over, finally having a little bit cooler weather that we can finally get back into eating things like soups. And of course, at this time of year, there's always pumpkin spiced lattes and things like that. Of course, I have mine with oat milk, organic oat milk. But I just love the changing of the seasons, and of course, because of my birthday. And by the way, I celebrate my birthday month. So if you, if it's past October 7th, you can still wish me happy birthday, because I celebrate the whole of October birthday month. And thank you so much to all of those people who have wished me happy birthday, and to those who have made a birthday donation to my PayPal account. It's very much appreciated. Okay, maybe since it's my birthday, we'll do just one more, and that flew out. Oh, goddess energy. Goddess energy. This is knowing that you are powerful, sovereign, goddess. It doesn't matter, male or female. Knowing that you are powerful, sovereign, multidimensional being. You're not held to any space, time, and dimension. You can do, be, and have exactly whatever it is that you wish, and because you are divine and you are eternal. And to feel into that energy. This says healing the feminine within ourselves. And we do that not by being bellicose and not by warring and aggressiveness. We do that through our softness, through our receiving and yielding and receptive energies. And we do it with kindness, and we do it with generosity, forgiveness, compassion, peace, and unconditional love. So some heads up about those. The first one that came out, that was the first one, since we're doing 4 today. This always comes out, and I'm not surprised. Abracadabra with wings, and it's fantastic good fortune and lucky chances. Okay, so do your best. And do your best means, if you get excited about something, to create something, and you're putting your joyful passion into it, then let go as to where it's going to go, what's going to happen to it, and just do it with a great deal of joy. Then you'll be amazed at what comes in. The miracles and the synchronicities, the serendipity, and the magic that is going to accompany those wonderful creations. And once again, it doesn't matter what you do. It matters the energy that you do it with. So next card that's coming out, Felix Felicitas, power symbol to create lucky, power symbol to create lucky serendipitous events. I just mentioned that. I must be psychic. Look at this. More luck. We create our luck through doing what we love. And then the universe rewards us with the connections and the opportunities and things like this. I love it. And the last card, since it's a birthday card, is safe and happy travels. Protections from any harm when journeying. And isn't that wonderful? happy, safe travels in whatever you're choosing to do, if it's of the highest vibrational frequency, which is that appreciation and that gratefulness, and that we know we're not doing these things alone. We're in a co-creative dance with God, Source Creator, and the angels, and then bringing magic. And the sum of the parts becomes greater than the whole. I hope that's been helpful for everyone. Thank you so much for joining me again. And do remember to tune in to Angel Healing House Blog Talk Radio Show, which is every week on Thursdays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And you might be able to get on the show for a free mini angel reading then. That would be wonderful. Go out, everyone, and fashion an absolutely beautiful life for yourself. As always, I'm wishing you love and angel blessings. And if you're interested in any of my services, please do call Angel Healing House on 831-277-3716. Do remember that's Pacific Standard Time. And you can always email me at Candy, C-A-N-D-Y, at angelhealinghouse.com, or you can go to my website, which is angelhealinghouse.com. Take care, everyone, and as I said, lots of love and angel blessings. I look so forward to speaking with you again soon. Bye.